the Forum Romanum. This construction block set by LEGO competitor BlueBrixx contains 1452 pieces. The set with the set number 105168 was released in September 2022 for about €60. This is a BlueBrixx special set. Unlike the Pro sets, the special sets come in these simple boxes. And there is no manual in a physical form. You have to download the manual as PDF from the BlueBrixx website. The bricks in special sets aren't pre-sorted by individual steps in the manual, so you have to open in the beginning more or less every single bag. I recommend sorting them before you start building your set. I have been building for a while now, and now I reached step 26. So far I didn't have any problems with the quality of the bricks. Until now. You see those two 1x2 plates? Somehow they are too thin. When I push them all the way in, this brick produces a gap over here, but it should be the same in the same line like this. So it isn't Lego quality, but that's fine so far. I think this is part of the base plate. You won't be able to see it later on. At least I hope so. Step 122. Here a technique is used I have read about before, but I have never used it myself. You have these two round things, and you want to place them on the back side of this 1x3 tile. You do it by using this tool. You stick the tool inside one of these round things, and then, wait, let me place the camera. And then you stick it inside the back of the tile and release it. You do it with the other round thing and release it. And voila! Those round little bricks are placed. Step 124. I just have placed the first temple, and that means that the base is now more or less complete. At least I think so. And this base is absolutely amazing. You see, it's built completely with the snot technique. Snot means set not on top. Let me show you what I mean. The whole base is built like a wall with those bricks, and then finally you lay it on the side, and because you have used those modified bricks, you can start building upwards now on that side, and that's just fantastic. I love it so much because the base is absolutely durable. It's not wobbly at all. When I have built my first set by BlueBrixx, the Le Mans Saint-Michel, I had a problem with the base. The base over here was only consisting of plates, and on top of those plates you did put all those tiles. And because of all those tiles, the plates started to bend, and now everything is a bit wobbly. And the cool thing with using the snot technique is that you didn't use plates, you used bricks. and that makes things so much more durable. It's amazing. Nothing is wobbly now. I love it. Step 138. At the moment I'm building an arch, and well, you need this little arch and two of these brick modifieds. So I have built the arch, and now in step 139 you have to put on these grills or whatever. Over here and here the same, but when you look at the manual you see that you also have to do it on the back side, and I don't know how to do it. So I guess I took the wrong modifieds. I don't need the modifieds which have a stud on one side, but I need those modifieds which have the studs on both sides. And when I have the studs on the front and on the back, I can easily place those grills. Step 314. I just have placed the last building, and so the build is complete. Designer Anton has done a great job with this microscale form Romanum. I'm not sure about it, but I think you can find Anton under the username Pratt on Rebrickable. At least Pratt offers a helmet mock from the movie Gladiator, which is also offered by BlueBrixx. And Brad says on his Rebrickable site that it's all fine, you can buy it at BlueBrixx. They licensed it. So when you have a look at the BlueBrixx website, you can see that they say it is designed by Anton. So I think Anton is Brad, or at least it is possible. Well, now let's have a look which building we can identify on our cute little form Romanum. This over here is the temple of Castor and Pollux. Next to it we see the Basilica Julia, and there is the temple of Saturn. Now let's move it a bit. This is the temple of Vespasian and his son Titus, the guys who are responsible for the Colosseum. And this must be the temple of Concordia. I'm a bit sad that the tabularium is missing. It's behind here, and the tabularium is the Roman state archive. Well, the whole Capitoline Hill is missing. This is on the foot of the hill, and it would be quite cool if the hill was there, but well, it's okay. Then in front of that temple we got this arch. It's the Triumphal arch of Septimius Severus, which commemorates his and his sons' victories over the Parthians. His sons were Caracalla and Geta, and like in every good Roman imperial family saga, Caracalla killed his brother Geta. I think this must be the rostra. Well, at least the rostra Augusti, not the old Republican one on which they nailed Cicero's hands. If you don't know what a rostra is, it's a large platform on which speakers delivered orations, orations in front of the crowd, which gathered over here. So let's move on. This is the Curia Julia. The Senate met there. Well, but the assassination of Caesar didn't take place over here. It was because it was still under construction back then. So Caesar was assassinated at the Curia of Pompey, which is not on the forum. Next to the Curia, we got this large building. It's the Basilica Aemilia. And next to the Basilica Aemilia, over here in the corner, we got the temple of another emperor. It's the temple of Antonius Pius and his wife Faustina the Elder. So let's go on. This is the temple of Caesar. It was built on the place where his cremation took place. And in the back, you can see this little round temple. It's a temple of Vesta. What is missing behind here is the house of the Vestal Virgins. It was the residence of the Vestal Virgins, and well, their house was right behind their working place, the Temple of Vesta. And finally, here in front, you can see the Parthian Triumphal Arch of Augustus. Well, there's still small stuff over here, but I think we talked about all the important buildings. I really like this set, and it makes me want to go to Rome once more. I wish they also would offer another set where you see the Forum of the Trajan Forum and the Forum of Augustus, which is all over here, and that would be cool, but it's well done. I like it. Building the set wasn't very difficult. It was quite fun because they used some very interesting techniques, like the snot technique for the base I spoke about, or let's have a look again at the rostra. Over here you can see they used a 2x3 plate on which they stuck those 3 quills between the studs, and it perfectly holds. It's absolutely stable. That's quite fun. The only problem sometimes occurred was when placing whole buildings on the base, because there was a spot where you had to place it, but the spot, or better said, the area where you had to place it, was a bit too narrow sometimes. So you had to push and wobble a bit around and pull that direction or the other, but finally it completely fell in place, so it's nothing you can't solve. The only thing with BlueBrixx often is that I don't like the bricks too much. They have a good color and they hold perfectly to each other, and the form of them, the shape it's great, but you can see those little craters from the casting process, and Lego or GoBrixx have better bricks than this, or at least you can't see this crater that much on them. But everything else about the bricks, that's alright. They are fine, and I can't complain. And you can't see too much of those little craters. You have one over here, and yeah, at the rostra. And I think that's it. Most of the time you can place another brick on it, or the BlueBrixx sets use so much tiles that you won't be able to see the studs later anyways, so it doesn't matter. I really love the set, and I only can recommend it.